Hey, good morning, Southeast students and staff. Today is Tuesday, September 29th. Remember, successful Spartans are respectful. They follow classroom and school-wide expectations, and they allow for learning throughout the building. So yesterday, Mr. Z, during our meeting, Mr. Bentley tried to tell me a chemistry joke.
No, he didn't.
I'm not going to tell it because I didn't think I'd get much of a reaction.
This is your chemical reaction.
Mr. Bentley teaches chemistry. I don't know.
I like it.
Okay. Hey, now a moment of silence to start our day. Thank you.
All right, guys, it's progress report time, and for many of us, well, the reports aren't quite what we were hoping for. Unfortunately, we're up against stuff that is not our fault. And you know what? It's not fair either. But we can't make excuses. Your future's on the line. And if you grind hard right now, you're going to set yourself apart from the pack who's making excuses. Who's scared, who's anxious. It's okay to be scared and anxious, but it's not okay to let your fears stop your progress. So I want you to think about that dream job you had, that life you want, and hold it real close to your heart. Think about it every single day. When things get hard, you try harder. Every choice moves you closer or further from that dream. And while you're struggling through it, don't you ever forget, your Spartan family's here for you. You've got coaches, teachers, secretaries, aides, administrators, custodians, security guards. We're all in for you. Call the school. Come get some help if you need it. And now, Mr. Heck, would you tell us about this week's theme? Go.
All right, good morning, Spartans. So this week at school, our theme is Nature Week. So we figured what better place than head out to the Spartan Garden. You can actually find us at the Spartan Garden every Monday evening around 6 p.m. You can find us on Facebook at the Spartan Garden. But we grow lots of food out here. And although things are sort of winding down for the year, we still are here every week, and we have things that are still actively growing. Some of these things get better with the cold weather, actually. So because the days are getting shorter, the plants are actually growing a little bit slower. So they don't grow as fast, but there's some good things and bad things with that. One of the good things is sometimes things taste a lot better. They have more sugars in their leaves, so they taste sweeter. Things like collard greens, instead of being kind of bitter in the summer, are really nice and sweet when the weather cools down. And this week in my biology class, at least, we're studying weather and climate and how it affects living things. So it's perfect. Today it's rain, the sun's finally coming out to the west of us here. It's a perfect day to talk about weather and climate and how it sort of affects plants and how they grow. So since the days are shorter, obviously the plants grow a lot slower. But they do respond to things just like any other living thing would, like animals. We think of animals responding to things, but plants respond to the weather as well. So just rain, the days are getting cooler. So there's lots of things that sort of plants can respond to. They don't get eaten as much by other animals because they're not eating as much because it's cooler out. So we have lots of holes on these plants on the leaves, but it doesn't hurt the quality of it. You could still eat it. It's just a hole right there. Something else ate a little bit of it. But as the weather gets nicer, some of the leaves even start to grow better. Here's a nice leaf without any holes in it. But yeah, there's lots of growing here at the Spartan Garden still. We have like radishes that'll be ready in a couple weeks, and some arugula. Those are all quick growing things. But we also have Miss Morrison here in the garden, and she can tell us a little bit about how to harvest this stuff so we can make it last longer.
Yeah, so we want to encourage you guys to come out here, whether it's Monday or any time that you're available to. This is all open for everyone to have. Like Andy was saying, these are collard greens, and just show you a little bit about picking them. There's a way that we can pick or harvest them that encourages them to continue to grow. We started these plants, or Andy did, back in March. Yeah. And as you can see, they've grown all summer, most of them, but some of them, like, where's it dead? Like this one, not doing so well. So what happens is, if you pick the leaves from the top where the plant is growing out of, it will kill the plant. So some people just chop right off the top. They look really good, but then it kills the plant, which sucks because we could have these plants all summer. So how you pick them is you pick from the bottom always. We prefer you to have a pair of scissors, or I guess I shouldn't.
Here's some scissors.
Yeah, scissors. Like, We
Nice.
take it from the plant. If you don't have scissors and you really want some greens anyways, you always pull the leaf down. If you pull up, obviously it will uproot the plant, which we don't want either. So you can either pull down, but the preferred method is scissors. Some of the other things you talked about that are growing can just be trimmed off the top. So we talked about like arugula, that's a salad green, you can trim that off. Radishes are roots that can be picked up, and we have some carrots in here too. So come out, take some stuff, cook some stuff at home.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That's good.
Hey, now for your breakfast and lunch menu. For breakfast, egg and cheese bagel, chilled mixed fruit, grape juice, and milk.
I know a guy that mixes those two together. Disgusting.
For lunch, we have cheese lasagna with meat sauce, garlic bread, steamed broccoli once again, must have been a sale, and chilled peaches. Now, if you would please, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a great day, Spartans.